welcome to a quick look of Cassette Beasts with the Casual Hour. My name is Bobby. Joining me is Chase Kinnicky. Chase, I hope you're ready to hit play.
Absolutely. Were you you were a cassette guy? You're the age where you would have played some cassettes. Absolutely.
I had my first cassette player actually was a clock radio with a tape player on it.
Okay. I think I was much more of like a radio kid for growing up, and then when I got my first car, which was a '96 Ford Thunderbird, that thing had a cassette player in it. So I played played a lot of Boston and Magical Mystery Tour, and then I went, I've got all these CDs that I put in my personal CD player. I would like one in my car, so we got that new in there, and then I was off to the races.
There you go. Chase, we're gonna get into it, but just really quick, I'm level 43. I've got about 13 hours into this game.
That's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours, and I don't think we're gonna encounter anything too spoilery tonight in this recording, but just know that you're going to see some late game evolutions and stuff. So if you are a bit on the fence, this is a spoiler warning for
Bobby. This game came out 4 days ago. You have 13 hours in this game.
Yeah, I know. I know. I think we're going to be okay too. Like, this game's obviously very focused on tapes, but also it has a killer soundtrack. Chase, do you know anything about this game?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about it. This released, like I said, 4 days ago from when we're recording this. This is April, released on April 26th, 2023. It is developed by Bytten Studios and published by Raw Fury. It's a role-playing game. It's a Pokemon ? And
yes.
It's out on PC and Xbox Game Pass, both PC Game Pass and wait, is it actually on Xbox, or is it coming later?
May 25th or 26th, I think, is hitting consoles.
Okay, because I did see spring 2023 for consoles, but
yeah.
I think when they say consoles, they just mean Xbox and Switch, because I see nothing about PlayStation anywhere around here.
That tracks.
Okay.
It also has full Steam Deck capability. If anybody listening is curious, it does work, and it's actually supported on Linux, so you get a really good copy there. Chase, this is Cassette Beasts, as you called out. I would say if I had to compare it to, I'm going to list 3 games that I think you might appreciate. First and foremost, right. Pokemon.
Sure. Love a good Pokemon.
Second of all, Neon White.
Okay. I don't see how those combine, but I'm into it.
Persona.
Okay, yeah, I could see like a Persona Pokemon game, but I'm still not understanding how Neon White gets in here, and that makes me excited.
I think it's more about like just some of the character writing and the tone of stuff.
Okay, that doesn't
like I shouldn't say like a bad way, but yeah. So Chase, this is Cassette Beasts. You are collecting, or I should say recording, creatures that are out there. It is a turn-based video game RPG. You have a map that you're filling in tiles on as you progress. There's going to be things that you get to pick up, like side quests. This could include hearing rumors from folks that, hey, you should go check this thing out. You've got your main quest, you got side quests. I've been completing a lot of quests, as you can see, but you also have a party that you're working with. And you always have one buddy that comes with you, and you are meeting new people that you unlock, and they each have their own special cassette beast with them. And that's what this here is. So like the Gramophone Cafe is where all of your friends hang out. And sometimes when you come back, you get to see them just hanging out, having chats with one another. And there's maybe a little, it's not necessarily like because it's not a romantic game by any stretch, but you are building relationships out. You're unlocking these fusions with whoever you take with you, so you are managing those relationships also. So Kaylee's who you start off with, and you can just choose to take him if you'd like to. Okay. Right now I've got Meredith with me. We've also got Eugene.
Do these people feel like oh, I'm kind of done using Kaylee now. Kaylee's a little under my level, or do these people kind of level with you to a point of there's always a reason you'd want to bring in Kaylee or bring in somebody else other than the person you have you met the last?
Yeah, I'll show you that. Actually, I'll come back here and show you that. But yes, you can actually level them up as well. Okay. Right now, my inventory, I haven't used all of it, but this Olive Up. This here is a strange olive flavored soft drink that instantly levels up one character. I have 6 of these currently, so I can use it on myself or I can use it on somebody in my party. But let me show you a little bit about what this is. So you're going to notice I'm doing a few things as I traverse. What is it, TMs in Pokemon whenever you like unlock cut or fly or anything like that?
HMs, but yeah.
HMs, yeah. Okay.
Hidden machines.
So whenever you record certain beasts in this game, certain beasts will give you a permanent ability. And one of those is like I can sprint and run and burn shit. And you can also, let me see if I can do it here. Yeah, I can hover with these wings that come down. So I guess you can also ramp off of stairs when you're doing that. Here in the overworld chase, you're going to start to see critters. There's a day-night cycle. Let's go check out what this is. I'm not going to.
I like these little cone beetles. These are cool.
I would say that that's traffic crab.
Sure, absolutely.
Traffic crab is maybe, I don't want to say the poster monster here, but yes, this is like the first area you come out to. Stop me if you've seen stuff like this before, Chase, but you can fight, switch, you can use an item, you can flee, and there's a fusion ability as well. So I have Meredith and myself out here, and you're going to notice that, well, we're fighting a traffic crab, and we're also fighting a Carniviper, but they're fighting a Bobby and a Meredith. You actually become the item or the fusion that you're going to be pulling out here. So I can just switch out any of my, if I want to become Spitfire, I could do that as well. So I'll show you that in a second. But Ramston is who I started with. I've evolved them quite a bit. And then Cat 5 is Meredith. It's the final evolution of the starter that she has. So they each kind of have their signature that they bring with it. I will show you a little bit about what these attacks look like, because I think you're going to really like this quite a bit. So let me just show you some basic stuff here. You can choose who you're going to attack. I will use the same very basic smack attack here, but if you'll notice something, it changed from red to green on Traffic Cab, and there's a reason why, but you won't get to see it because I'm one-hitting these fools. I'm level 43.
Right, for level 1, and they're,
so everybody gets experience at the end of it, and you're always going to get a material afterwards. Materials range through a few different key items here. So if I go back into my inventory, we go to materials. So resources, you've got wood, pulp, wheat, fused materials, an old book, of course, metal, of course, an old book, and plastic. So these are going to be used back at the cafe to unlock, like if I needed to buy more tapes. These are your Pokeballs, essentially.
Like those are the can you go back to that page? The resources? That's like what is that? The 7 little pigs here? One made their house out of wood. One made their house out of old books.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You've also got consumables that you can use here, and you've got some key items also. So let me talk to you a little bit about the beastery here. There's 120 beasts in this game, and there's quite a few different things that you can see with them. Go back into it here. So if I can find my actual starter, I might be able to show you some of the progression. Here we go. So you start with a Bansheep, and the way that they do in the game, they ask you a couple of questions about your personality, and they're like, okay, based off what you said, we think this is what you should have, and that's kind of how it goes.
Do you feel that was accurate? Do you feel the inner Bansheep within you?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, that Bansheep has some pretty cool hair, and I don't mean to throw stones, but you don't have that cool.
I don't have cool hair, but I do have real glasses, Chase. Do you want to talk about that?
Fair enough.
But you do get to see on your party. You see how I have stars above everybody's name here?
Yeah.
that is the leveling up system in this game. So as you're leveling up, once you hit 5 stars, you get to remix, essentially, a beast. And I'm going to show you that right now.
Okay.
But certain times you're going to be presented with different options on like how you would want to go about upgrading. So they're going to ask you even more questions. Hey, do you want, like Bansheep was, hey, do you want to fully ascend? Because there's like a whole like dark death thing with Bansheep. It's like, do you want to finally ascend life, or do you want to go back down to earth? And I chose the astral path because I needed that ability in my party at the time, and I'm pretty happy with the way I went with it versus
Seems
going.
like kind of a heavy question.
It is, right? So if anytime you come to the cafe, you can rest for free. There's spots where you can set a campfire and use one of your resources to do that. If I rest, it's going to change it from either day to night. This is also where you'll build those relationships. And if you have anything in your Pond Walker,
I like this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a big fan.
Pond Walker, Chase, I'll have you know, I worked my ass off today because I thought, what do I have so far that Chase would like them? And I thought this might be it.
Well, you found it. I like Fish Mech. This is pretty good.
So Fish Mech is Pond Walker is up for an upgrade, as you can see here. So we're going to remaster, and
I don't know how you can get better than Pond Walker.
We're going to find out. Okay, your Pond Walker became a shark tanker.
It's good. I'm not saying it's not good. I think I might like Pond Walker a little bit better, but I do like this.
Yeah.
I still do like this.
So anytime you get a new entry, you can go through it. You're going to get Bio 1. You get more information about it. So like, I'm going to spoil it for you. This is the final form of Shark Tanker. But if I get 5 stars, I'll unlock more information about Shark Tanker. Also, this is letting me know.
Like his dead little eyes. Look at those eyes. They're so dead.
It's very good. And that's the thing. Like, we're going to talk about it here in a second, but we've played a lot of games like Koromon, Temtem, even Ooblets, where the question always comes up, are they better than Pokemon? And I'm not here to say that that's what's happening with the design. I do like these designs a whole lot, though. I've seen a lot of really good designs. And then bootlegs. So this is a really important part of the game. Bootlegs are your shinies. But unlike shinies, where it's just a variation of how they look, you can get one of these as a completely different elemental. So you could even get, rather than a water type Shark Tanker, you could find a fire type, which is really, really interesting to think about. And this is also going to let you know how many you've encountered, what you've recorded.
With so many different elements in there, are the bootlegs more plentiful than you'd see with shinies in a Pokemon game? Or are you finding bootlegs pretty often?
Well, they have here at the cafe, there's a mailbox, and they did a really cool thing for everybody. If you go in to check your mailbox, it's like, oh, you got mail. Otherwise, it'll be like, hey, there's a keypad at the back of your mailbox. What's that about? And that's where you can type in a code. And there was a launch day code that got everybody a bootleg traffic cab, which I got a steel traffic cab, which is cool. However, there is like, you know, there's like a shiny almost in Pokemon, like a rarer shiny now with like the squares versus the stars or whatever.
That bullshit. Yeah.
There's a glitter version of a bootleg, and I actually encountered a glitter bootleg in the wild. I got one of the rarest. That's the only one I got, but I got one of the rarest ones apparently.
That phrase, while it means something in now that you've talked to me about this, if you just said I found a glitter bootlegger around, that would mean nothing.
Well, I also got this one when they were teaching you about bootlegs. They gave you Allseer. They have a glitter version, so they also are going to change the way that they look. Let me see if I can show you my traffic crab here. Oh, I upgraded mine. Sorry, he's an L now. A lobstacle. So that's him upgraded.
That's good. That's good.
And they have the red banner above their name there, so you can see that that's a bootleg.
Okay.
And normally they're a recycle, which is that symbol right there. But he is now a steel type.
How many types are there here?
That's what I was going to show you. So let me leave out of this rest period, and I can pull up and show you. They got a really nice, where's that at? Inventory, Ranger Handbook. Here we go. Read. No, I want this elemental chart. Sorry. All right. there's a lot here. So you've got beast, glass, glitter, glass, water, poison, plastic, plant, metal, lightning, ice, fire, earth, astral, air, and beast, as I called out. And then here on the map, you can see the debuff that happens, but they also have this really cool thing with transmutation. So let me see if I can show that off for you on what that would look like as well. Because they give you the opportunity to completely change the type of a beast that you're fighting. So like if I use a fire type on a traffic cab, which I can definitely do here, it will melt the plastic, and that's going to cause it to become poisonous, a poison type. So let me switch over to Spritzfire, who's a very good boy, and I'll just see if I can criticize traffic cab while we're waiting. This is Palm Fire's upgraded version, is our little sweet Spritzfire here. So if I go to spit here, if it turns yellow, that's letting you know that you're going to change it. It'll let you know next to the name what you will change it to. So this is going to kill it, but we'll just criticize again. So we'll do an attack, which we missed. And now you can see that it changed its color there before it died to purple and went that route.
So that sounds like a cool way of doing some kind of combo attacks of, oh, this thing's a plastic type. My companion isn't very good against those, but they'd be really good against poison types. How can I turn this plastic into poison? That sounds cool.
Yeah. So the whole thing is you fall and wake up on this island, and you have no idea how you got there, but everybody's telling you you can't go. I'm assuming that this is some sort of like limbo afterlife type deal. Like I have a theory that everybody's dead. As far as the questing goes, the main one here is there's these archangels that you encounter. And this one, Morgante's song, is you're trying to learn the song that will allow you to figure out a way to get off of it. So far, I've gotten 4 of the 8 song parts. The other big one is you are a ranger now, which is kind of like the gym battles. And you can see the different stamps here that I've gotten so far. There's 12 different rangers that you need to fight to become the official ranger. And each one has a different like subset of beast and then skills that they're bringing to it, and they range in difficulty. This is really good too. The other big thing that they've got is called acting on your best behavior. There's a bunch of folks that look like vampires, but they're just landlords, and they've been buying up property in this island, and you have to get them out of here because they're trying to edge everyone out. It's very dumb and very good. Oh, here we go. This will be fun to show off. Well, not this necessarily, but I did encounter 2 Dominoths. They have a few different paths that you can upgrade. One is more of a like sneaky, kind of sleuthy detective looking type, and the other one's more of a thief. Let's do charge on him. Just overkill.
So when it comes to, I mean, there's no Pokeball here, but there is that option to record. What does recording involve? Yeah,
I'm going to hopefully show you that off here because we have a rare fusion in front of us. So you'll see these guys out there in the open. This is a rogue fusion, and there's a whole thing in the game where you can fuse literally every beast together. So I have that fusion bar on the right. And once I fill that up, I can fuse anybody together. And you're going to have a combined move set and even like dual type moves. So I'll have Astro Electric if I do this here, which is really cool. So I can't capture the Wingnoth right now, but we're going to take it down and then hopefully I'll be able to capture one of those. If you encounter a rogue fusion, anything that you capture is going to have better move sets, a little bit higher stats than like a standard version of them. So let's see what we can get into. Level 33s, it'll be a little bit tougher than the stuff that you've seen so far, but shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna work on taking out these guys here, and then we'll focus on applying that there. Perfect. So recording is a little bit different capturing than like any of the other games that we've talked about on here through Pokemon, Temtem, Coromon. It takes a few more steps, and you actually step out of fusion. So you can see now that it's not letting me record it because you can't capture a rogue, or I'm sorry, a fusion. So we have to break them first. So we'll keep doing that. I like bite quite a bit. That's going to let me get some health back. And then I will stick with this battery attack. Hits one target twice, lands critical hits if it uses used after charge. So I used charge the last time, so it should be good to go here. And we did crit both of those hits, which is great. And then that will take it down into its standard forms. So you can see that it has Wing Gloom, which is one of the evolutions of Dominoth. So I'm going to capture that one here while we're hanging out. Let me clear out the other one. I like Shooting Star from a range standpoint, and I will come in with, let's do another charge first.
So it fused with something from its own line?
Yep.
That's interesting.
Because like one time I did it and it just called it like a double something. All right, so it's almost dead because I killed the first one and hit this one, which is great. So I'm gonna go to record with myself, and I can choose any of these. Like if I really wanted to, I'm not gonna waste it, but I could come down here and find one super conductive. This is for lightning types, so that's gonna give me a little bit of a better chance if I use it. But we're just gonna use a basic tape on this one. Okay. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to keep hitting it even though it's almost dead, because if you're in the process of trying to record something, it can't die. But you just do. Okay. So let's go ahead and just hit it with a smack. And you're going to notice I step out, and now I'm going to try and record it. So I'll let you know what my chance is. And this is based off of my level, other factors as well. This is a rogue, so it's going to be a little bit harder to capture. So we missed it there. Which is okay. We'll just keep.
Was that 3 opportunities to capture it, or was that?
So basically, well, you're in the capture phase, but there's going to be, you have a chance to increase it, and it has a chance to decrease it. I'm going to use a chrome tape. This is like a great ball instead of a Pokeball. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. So you're going to see the initial chance here when I come out. So I go up to 82 now using the chrome. I hit it. It's going to go up to 100. Now it's going to hit me. And this will settle what we should have here. Which, there we go. So I've recorded it. So it doesn't end the battle whenever you do this. So this is what's great. I got some really good stickers, and we're going to talk about stickers here in a second as well. And you can rename it, you can favorite it, or you can view the beastry on here. So I've got a level 5 one, and you can see how it would go into the second story for it. It tells you where you can find it if it can be found, and I can view that right on the map, and it'll highlight your map for you once you, which is super helpful. And then you can see if I've gotten any bootlegs of it so far, how many I've encountered, what I've recorded, and how I've defeated it. So now he gets put in storage. He dies from the hit. We win. Everybody gets a bump. We got fused material, which is the rarest material in the game. You use that back at the ranger station to unlock other things.
So could you theoretically record the same monster multiple times?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And then they just all show up. So like if I go back to home base here, this will be, if I wanted to check out my let's see if I can do my beastry this way? Actually, I'll just show you over here. It'll be easiest to rest and show you.
So for when it comes to bootlegs, do you have to find a bootlegged monster out in the world, or every time you record a monster, do you have a chance for it to become a bootleg?
I don't know about recording it. You will find it. Like you'll know when you see it. I've heard. I think I read online that sometimes when you're doing a remix or a remaster or whatever, that it can become a bootleg at that time as well.
I see. Okay, because I just guess I was just wondering if I could continue grinding, recording one monster, and maybe that's a more efficient way of trying to get a bootleg instead of trying to find a bootleg in the world to then record that. But it sounds like that's probably not the case.
You can absolutely keep finding them out there. That's definitely not a problem at all. Okay. So your party again, like I could check her tape. I could also swap her tape out if I wanted to. So if I wanted to keep, if I wanted her to start off with Ouroboros there, I could do that, or Ouroboros, I should say. That's a pretty cool one. Let me see if I can actually show you that. So not only do you get these bootlegs, but just like Pokemon, there's certain conditions. So like when I first went to upgrade to this Ouroboros, it was giving me two options. Essentially, it's like, do you want to go this route or this route? But I found a book that's like, hey, if the beast that this evolves from is connected to Zephyr, it will have a different evolution. And I found the sticker over here which says Zephyr, and I put that on there, and then it just turned into this Ouroboros when I did the upgrade on it. That was the only option. So like doing it at night, doing different stickers, finding other components, teaching it certain moves will teach them to like evolve differently, which is cool. But you have these stickers that you can put onto things, and these are your moves. So you find these out in the open. You can take them off and put them on, but you can only have one applied at a time. So these stickers are different moves or effects that you can place onto your tape. And so when you look at your tape, you can see that there's like a sticker of the beast that's on it. Mm-hmm. And then when I checked the tape, whenever I found those other ones, they came with certain stickers on the cassette already, which is great. So those are things that you can edit. Like I can come in here and edit stickers right now if I wanted to.
Could you take off some of its attacks or its stickers, and then so could you kind of just farm stickers in a way of, I recorded this beast, I stripped all of its stickers off, and then I released the beast, so now I can just have a bunch of stickers that I can put on other.
I think that would make sense. Yes, you could take all that stuff off there, and then over here in town, there's a bunch of other stuff that you could check out.
Like Pokemon moves, are there some stickers that just won't go on a certain beast, or is every move available for every beast?
I think every move is available. These are your 3 sticker shops. They change every day. So like if you just do like day-night cycles, it doesn't say anything about like who can get it, right? So if I go to my inventory and we go over to our stickers, and I apply to... Oh, I guess it does. Yes.
Okay.
You're right. So I don't know if that's based off of room or...
It may be typing.
Could be. Yeah, I think it is typing. Okay, so you do have to apply it to certain ones. So not everybody can learn everything. But yeah, those that's the move sets there that you can apply to it. This person here has a rumor. So if I talk to them... She saw a half angel, half demon ninja cat girl near their town.
Sure, that happens every day.
Yeah. So we'll just put that there for that one. Let me see if I can show you. I'm trying to think. I don't want to show off too much of the story stuff. Let me at least show you what some of those look like. The station, maybe. Yeah, let's go here. So the stations are where you encounter the archangels. And this is, so the traffic crab. Mm-hmm. Apparently, there's a way to make it into a mage magic crab like this one here. And I don't quite know how to do it, but this is our little train conductor that'll take us around there. There's these different locations that have different climates, environments. You can check out this move I have right now, this quick little deal. That came from this bullet type.
Who are these little bullet boys? I like them.
Yeah, they're very good. The Ouroboros, that is the second form of the original form of it over there on the right now. The masked rattle.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense.
Let's bite the bullet and let's zoomy the snake. The only thing about Bulletino that sucks is every time that you die or kill one, they self-destruct.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. That makes sense.
The writing, I think, has been pretty smart, pretty self-aware. There's all kinds of little hidden things to do in the worlds, too. Like up here, there's this lever that's going to open this up, and that's how you would have gotten that chest over there. Some of it's a little bit more complicated than others, but there's dungeons that you go into that lead to archangel battles. You get all kinds of fun trainer battles that you get to go into. I really like the art style. I think it's a cool 3D pixel world. I like the character designs. The music has been awesome. The fusions are very cool as well. I think I can maybe show you if I go
do you know how many? Could you go to the bottom of this list and see how many?
There's 120.
There are? Okay.
120 of those. So let me show you what the fusions are. These are just the different fusions. So like Ram 5, this is when I would fuse with the television that Meredith has.
Okay.
And you can see literally like every single thing on here I can fuse with.
So are these fusions, when you do them, are those permanent? Or is that kind of a...
It's just in battle. And once you die, just like how we encountered that one fusion and we knocked it apart, like you don't die, but you'll be split. And you can just keep healing yourself up in battle, and that will allow you to withstand all the shit that's happening.
Okay.
But there's like, little puzzle things like this. You can pick up objects. So far I've unlocked, there's the glide that I showed you, the fast run. I have this magnetize ability that will let me run up. I can swim now. And I didn't like the thing that's different and kind of exciting for me. Here's a campfire. This is the same thing as the cafe. The thing that's kind of exciting for me is that I don't really know how any of this stuff all plays in together. I have ideas, but like Pokemon, I know, hey, I'll do this, I'll do that. Like here, it's like, hey, do you want to choose this or that for the evolution? And I don't know which one would be quote unquote like the meta better choice.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to like play into certain types of abilities or like the transmutations, the synergies there, because there's a lot of stuff that the way the battling works. Let me see if I can get into one really quick and just show you what I'm talking about, because it is a series of AP. Here we go. So you start off with 2. So if you look up there above or below my name, I have those 2 little points. And every turn I gain 2 more. But if I do a crit, or I'm sorry, if I do a type matching, then I get 3 the next turn. Which I don't have anybody out right now that is going to work against either one of these, which is okay. We'll do a shooting star attack there, and we'll just double smack. It's very good, man. Like I it's a very dense game in a lot of ways because there's a lot of systems that you have to learn and exploring shit. But I've really, really enjoyed. Oh, so sorry, not to cut myself off here, but you see how they both took damage there.
Yeah.
That Bulletino ability that I have, I unlocked with those fusion tokens that we were getting out of beating people. This thing that you just keep on your person, that if you engage a battle with that ability, you will apply fire damage at the beginning of it.
Okay.
So that's why you're seeing that happen there. And this person, because if you put fire to wind type, it creates an updraft, which makes sense if you think about the science behind it. And that updraft will put an elemental shield in front of whoever you're attacking. So because I started this off and they're a wind type, they now have a shield that goes in front of them that lasts for a few turns. Unless I do a type advantage attack on the shield, it'll break it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's some neat stuff there for sure. And you can also attack. You can attack yourself too.
What happens when you level up as a character? Like you're level 43, but do you? What does that mean?
Your leveling up for you is going to increase your base health for your character, and also for your like defensive stats and things of that nature for like you as the person, not necessarily your fusions, but you, because that's the other thing in a battle. Like if I found like, I don't know if I can get anywhere that I haven't been yet. Can I get to that area up here yet? No. Let me go here. If I get into like one of those like random trainer battles, you're fighting the person. So if it uses trample in a way. So like if I were to, did not mean to do that. If I hit somebody and I killed their beast, whatever leftover damage I deal gets applied to them. And so that's the other thing that's happened where I've gotten some like really smart moves. Hey, there's your boy again.
That's him.
If I have hit them hard, like I could basically wipe out their trainer before we even get into the next beast that they would pull out.
I see.
Because you killed them before anybody else, essentially. Let me get through this.
Wow, how dare you do that to my boy?
He's such a good design, man.
That's a pretty good one.
All right. Your stamina does go down as you swim. Comes back up pretty quick. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. There's a campsite not far from here, but first let's see how good you are. Let's see how good you are. Level 29. Let's see here. So I don't know if he has anybody else to put out. I'll start with a smack. This guy sucks. He gets all kinds of boosts no matter what you throw at him usually, especially if it's an elemental attack, which we have a lot of. He's just very, very sturdy as well. So I energized him with my attack type, which means that he has AP up. So he's going to get more action points per turn now for 3 turns. And anytime I do it, like we're going to beat him no problem. So I'll just do it again to show you. That's going to stack. So this won't. But if I hit him again with this, now that stacks up, and that can work against you as well. So like if I really wanted to, I could hit my own team member to stack up that way they can get like their bigger hits. Because like this here takes 5 pips. I have that now. Whereas Meredith doesn't have that much out right now.
Okay.
So I think I can actually change its type with this hit. Let's see what that does. I don't think I'm going to kill it here. Oh, I'll kill it. So you see how that red bar went down a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
He only had 1 beast, so it didn't matter, but I would have been working on his health. And that'll happen too. Like if it happens to be where I kill one of his beasts with 1 hit, he comes out of the fusion, he's standing there, I get my second turn, and that's how you can really start to stack it up in a cool way. So that's how the encounters would work. Here's the campsite that we were just mentioning. We're loading into the next world, and so I've uncovered quite a bit of the map here, as you can see, but all this is still unknown over here. And that's, I mean, is there anything that you would like to see that I haven't described or that you're kind of curious about?
I mean, I don't think so. What you've shown here is pretty cool. I like a lot of the ideas that are going on in here.
It is a co-op game. So it's a local co-op. Somebody could take over Meredith or somebody could take over here. So you and I could be playing this game through Parsec, no problem at all. But it's very cool. I like it a whole lot. Seems like it has good drop in, drop out capabilities for that. I don't know how well that would go, but I'm definitely into it. Yeah. And these are the achievements I've gotten so far. Quests, we went over that stuff. I don't think there's anything else.
Maybe we call it here. So like we said, it is on PC and it's on Xbox Game Pass, PC Game Pass at the moment. It will be coming to the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox Series S and X here in May. It is currently $20. Well, actually, currently it's 10% off on Steam, but that ends very early in May. So maybe by the time you're listening to that, that's already done. But normally $20. There is also a deluxe edition bundle that is $36. It looks like, that comes with an original soundtrack, an art book, and what they call a cosplay pack, which I imagine is just more costume more cosmetic options for your player character, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's just like, I haven't looked too much into it, but it looks like hats and stuff that you can put on your character.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Bobby, I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen. I kind of like what's going on here. So hang on, is this Jumbo Carniviper? Is that one of the evolutions for the Carniviper we saw before, or is this a fusion where it's like a double Carniviper?
The latter. This is so that's. I was going to call that out really quick for you. See if I can break them open here to show you what I'm talking about. This is where there's just two of those. But the thing of it is like, even though that seems maybe like kind of lame because it's just a bigger version of one of those could have a better stat set. So I could grab one of these here and then evolve it and have some moves that maybe I wouldn't normally have on a Carniviper when I pick them up, different stickers, that sort of thing. So as we fight it out here with them, I wanted to say that you can follow along with all kinds of fun stuff we do here at the Casual Hour. Quick Looks being one of the big things we do. We also play games like this live on Mondays and Fridays, where you can find us at twitch.tv/the Casual Hour. We record our podcast every Wednesday night, where we're going to be talking at length about the games that we enjoy, the news around them, sometimes the games that are coming out. And if you like this quick look, you can follow along with those every Tuesday and Thursday morning right here on YouTube. So like, subscribe. We also bring all of our live streams over as video on demand to our YouTube channel. So this is a great spot to see us and hear us. But if you just want to hear us, wherever you listen to your podcast, head there. You can find us, no problem at all. Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Central, we have a new podcast for you to check out. Chase, I'm very excited about this game. I might have been a little scatterbrained at times, but I got to tell you, it's one of my favorite things I've played this year. I can't wait to hear your thoughts if you pick it up. I think there's a lot here that you'll dig. And if you're into monster collection games, if you like some of the relationship stuff from Persona, if you are into some of the humor from a Neon White, this might be a game for you to check out. And there's a lot to enjoy here. So this has been a quick look of Cassette Beasts by the Casual Hour. We will talk to you all very soon. Take care.